Hi everyone, it's Ryan. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to zhuzh up a box of cake mix and give it that homemade flavor. All right, so to start off with, I'm going to go ahead and get my pans prepared. So I'm going to go ahead and spray these. I would normally do this over the sink, but I'm giving my cameraman a break tonight. So I'm doing them right here just so that I can show you. So I'm just spraying all around the edges really well, and then spray the bottom. These are just 6-inch layers. I'm going to do 3 layers, and these are going to be for some cakes that I'm going to decorate in a different video. So you're not actually going to see me ice these. I'm just going to show you what I do to give a box cake mix that sort of homemade flavor, because sometimes you're just in a rush, or I mean, I'm not a cake snob. I do like cake mix cake. So sometimes I just like to go ahead and sort of go the easy route and use a cake mix. So I cut out some parchment circles and put those in the bottom, and now I'm just going to spray really well on top of these. You can use Baker's Joy if that's what you have at home. I really like to use the parchment circles because it's kind of a guarantee that the cake is going to come out nicely. So now I'm going to start with, actually, I have a scale here, and I'm going to be using egg whites because I have them for a different recipe. So I have boxed egg whites. All right, so egg whites weigh 1 ounce. Egg yolks normally weigh around 1/2 ounce. So if you are in a pinch and all you can find are like those egg beaters, scrambled eggs at the store, you can get those and measure them out. So that's what I'm going to do here. So for this, the recipe on the box calls for 4 egg whites. I am going to be using 5 ounces of these liquid egg whites. So I'm adding an extra egg. So if you just have eggs at home, use 5 egg whites. So I'm going to go ahead and weigh this out. And I can link a scale in the description. This is one that I've had forever, so I can find a similar one. And this would be 1/2 cup plus 2 tablespoons if you don't have a scale. So I have that measured out. Put that out of my way. So in my bowl, I'm going to add, I have 1/2 cup of melted butter. So we're using butter instead of the oil. So it has cooled a little bit. You don't want your eggs to scramble. So 1/2 cup of oil. All right, 1/2 cup of butter. I'm pretty sure I just said oil. 1/2 cup of butter melted. And to that, I'm going to add my egg whites. And then I'm going to add 1 1/4 cup of, I have buttermilk, so I'm going to use that. If you have just regular milk, you can use that as well. The dairy just helps add a little bit of richness to it. 1 1/4 cup. So I'm going to add that in here. And we're going to give this a light mix with the hand mixer. Let me get this extra stuff out of my way. And then I almost forgot, we're also going to add about a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Okay, give this another mix. You should always have your ingredients at room temperature. I'm not following that rule because I just remembered to pull my buttermilk out of the fridge. So you can see on my beaters there that the butter has started to harden more. So now I'm just going to add my box of, this is white cake mix. I'm just going to get that mix. So basically, if you want to kind of give any cake mix the homemade flavor, you're going to add 1 extra egg, substitute the oil for butter. You can add extra if you want to. And then milk in place of the water. So that is what I'm doing here, and I'm just gonna mix this. All right, that is mixed up nicely. Now I forgot to get my scoop out, so I'm gonna go grab that real quick. All right, so I have all of my pans here, and I like to use a scoop whenever I'm panning cake mix, just because it helps ensure that every pan gets the same amount of scoop or amount of batter. So I'm just gonna go around evenly and scoop it into there. This is the scoop that I would use to make cupcakes if I was doing cupcakes. And we might have a little bit of extra batter here, so I might save it and do an extra layer whenever these come out. We'll see. I'm going to spread this around with my spatula, just so that we can see if I should add a little bit more. And I think we will go ahead and add the rest of the batter to this. You want it to come up at least a third of the way up your pan. Scrape this down. Once you get to the end, you can just kind of portion and eyeball it for what looks like about an even scoop. All right, so now just take your spatula and just even it out. I do have my oven preheated to 325. And I'm gonna put these in for about 15 minutes and rotate them. And then probably, I'll let you know at the end how long total it took. But I'm gonna get these in the oven and I'll be back when they're done. All right, these just came out of the oven. These took between 25 and 30 minutes. The top should bounce back when you press down on it, just like that is. So these have been out for just a couple minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead, turn them out. And as you can see with the spray and the parchment paper, they came right out of these pans. And I'm gonna actually flip these over so the flat side is on the bottom. This one was in the middle toward the back, so it did get a little more brown. But they look great. So I'm gonna put these in the refrigerator and let them cool. And once they're completely cooled, I will wrap them in plastic wrap, and you can either freeze them or go ahead and ice them. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a great way to take a plain box cake mix and make it a little more homemade. Thanks for watching.